Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Invasions, week 12, day 7. And of course, next week, the most relevant thing about that is Tower of Doom. We have Tower of Doom coming right in 5 hours and 59 minutes, so basically 6 hours from now. And that's going to be the first time we get that, and that's basically the main feature. I even came in the most recent patch, so we'll get to mess around with that game mode, get a good weapon and everything. Actually, let me go get that screen up. Also, hello everyone. Oh yeah, also it's my birthday today. Let's see. Thank you, William. Hello, Cedric. Hello. That's fun. I still find that funny that your name's Cedric. Hello, Moss. Hello, Zeddicus. Oh, it's your cat's birthday today too. Very nice. 7 years. Very cool. Yeah, the longest cat I've had was around 20. One lived to 20. The other one I think was around 10 or 11. That's funny that we share the same birthday, or as the cat. Did I go to Bonefish? No. We just ended up doing stuff at the house and just kind of relaxing for today. And after the stream, probably going to go for a apple pie with a scoop of ice cream. So that'd be nice. Let's see. Thank you, September Black. Hello, DeCarell. Hello, Captain. Thank you. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Gustavo. Hello, Marcelo. Hello, Summit. Hello, Zazbak. Hello, Earthbound. And thank you, everyone. Anyways, let's go and bring up this other screen. One moment. It's buried underneath everything. Let's see. This should be it. Move that over. Minimize that. Move that so it covers the whole screen. And we're only getting one troop next week too, which feels kind of weird because normally we get 2 every single time, but we're going to be getting doomed weapons and a new doom troop every single time. So even though it's not showing that we're getting another one, we technically are getting another one. It's just not really showing in a way because we're getting the new doom troop, the blue one, and we're getting the new doom blue weapon. Window capture. That is not the window I want captured. Actually, it's not even trying to capture anything. It's a black screen. There it goes. That should be it. Okay, anyways. So, new things are coming in. Griffin. This thing is similar to the other Griffin in that it just hits a random thing, but it's from the Drakzoom. This is somewhat relevant because there are 2 pretty good troops from Drakzoom. Well, for one, it has a mythic, so you at least have a mythic chance too, the anti-divine one. Valdis, whatever her name is, that one anti-divine troop that's useless, but still mythic nonetheless. But anyways, the 2 main things you would even want to open event keys for next week if you were, would be, wow, I can't remember his name now. Glaceon and King Bloodhammer, the 2 best Doomskull creators in the game. So that's the main 2 things that are going to be available next week. As far as this guy, nothing too special. Destroys a column, deals some damage to a random enemy, boosted by blue gems. I have no clue what his boost ratio is. If it's good, it might be good in early game. If not, it'll never be used ever. Other than that, it has the first troop to ever get the shock trait. It's deal 2 damage to a random enemy on 4x5x matches. It's not a lot of damage, but it could get rid of barrier and stuff like that, so could find some use. And other than that, like every dwarf in the game, he does have the capability of having immune to a lot of things. And yeah, that's pretty much him. You'll be able to get him for glory. He's an epic, so you can stock up on yellow-blue trait stones too, if you need to go get those for anything. Other than that, we have the Doomed Blade. I forget how many gems it is. I want to say it's either around 250 or around 500-ish, one of the 2. But you can buy yourself a Doomed Blade. It is a whole new rarity that has been added to the game, above Mythic. As far as Dooms are concerned, I don't know exactly how different they'll really be. I do know that there is an upgrade scroll for these things. I'm actually not fully certain if these upgrade scrolls are permanent or if they last for the week or what exactly is up with them. But as you can see there, it deals damage to all enemies, and this gets +1 damage per every single scroll that you end up using on it. I have no clue how long that lasts for. It might be permanent, might just be temporary, might have a limit on how many you can put on, who knows. I assume there'd be some kind of limit. There's no way there'd be no limit, otherwise that'd be weird having a weapon where you could just hit 120 something damage in one single cast. That would be a little bit too powerful. But it also, if the enemy has a Doom, it creates 5 more Doom Skulls, or sorry, I didn't even read the previous part. It transforms all red gems to Doom Skulls and creates additional 5 on top of that if there's a Doom on the opposing team. And then it gains 3 mana for every single blue enemy. So, yeah, it's going to be an okay weapon. And even if those scrolls only last for this week, its amount of damage, even past this week, will still be good enough that you don't really need to worry about, like, any kind of bad effect with it. Everything with it's just pretty solid. has a decent mid-range AoE. It has a good convert onto Doom Skulls. The Doom effect still works because Dooms can still be player-owned. There'd be barely any players using one, but still, Dooms are player-owned. And by Dooms, it's specifically actually not referring to the rarity of Doom, but it's referring to the Doomed troops. There's 6 of them, 1 per color, and we'll be able to get blue ones starting tomorrow. And it's the only current player-owned troop that has immune to instant kill and transform as well. So I don't know if you'd really ever bother using it though, except maybe in early game. But anyways, other than that, it also gains, I already read that, 3 mana per blue. But yeah, this weapon, it's going to be okay. I don't think it's going to be any kind of like new meta kind of thing, especially since it only uses 1 color. I believe it has like a ridiculously large mana pool as well. But overall, it's not bad. And we'll see what other doomed weapons come into the game, into the future. I don't know if doomed weapons actually have 11 perks, because I know mythics have 10. So will they add another one for those? We'll find out. But anyways, that's that. Let's see. Where's the window? Capture. That is it. There we go. Okay. Anyways, we have several things to go do right now. First things first. Let's go see if we have birthday luck and go claim our invasion thing. Obviously, we want a blue. Show us a blue. Don't be anything but a blue. And it's gonna be green. Yep, got it. Got it. Though if I could just guess green every single time, I'd have the highest chance because that's the highest drop rate of any of them. But called it nonetheless. Okay, anyways, that's that. Next thing on our list of things to do, I still haven't done a video for this. I will be going over the weapon mainly. But you guys pretty much know there's almost any goblin team you would ever use would be excessively viable for this. But I still need to go do this so that we can complete out the rest of the leaderboard here. Oh wow, Captain.
Happy birthday.
Thank you for the $50 donation. Greatly, greatly appreciated. You guys really don't need to do that, but it is appreciated. I actually got a lot for my birthday so far, actually. A lot of people, even just in like family and stuff, been sending money. I don't know why. Everyone's sending more than normal for whatever reason this year. It's not even like a special year or anything. It's just 24. Let's see. Let me go back and chat. I missed it a little bit while I was going over the thing. Hello, Avalone, and thank you. Hello, George White. Also, thank you to everyone, or else I'm going to be here a while saying thank you. Let's see. Hello, McCoy. They banned the botter on the PvP leaderboard. He gains 24 levels today in less than 12 hours. Yeah, at that high of a level, that's impossible. That's insane. Let's see. Hello, Bogdan. Hello, Jesse, and thank you. Yeah, Fallen Valdis is her name. Good evening, Def Shade. Hello, Jen. You have a question, if you can answer. Is there a decent Delve team you can show for All Seeing Eye? With, like, just Ultra Rare and Epic? You'd probably have to spam Gluttony, would be your best bet. Is there a mana generator that you can throw into that? There should be. Trying to think of one. What does green or blue that shears? What creates green or blue that also has green or blue in its color? Has to be one. Well, if nothing else, you could use Mountain Crusher for it, I guess. Like, Gluttony, 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 Mountain Crusher. Or Gluttony, Gluttony, Mountain Crusher, and one other thing just to cover some of that color. Yeah, you can win it with just Gluttony, assuming they don't have immune to Devour. And it's likely that you have a few copies laying around of them. Oh, that actually gave him a skull, but for whatever reason, he didn't go for it, so that works for us. Perfectly fine. Also, thank you, Cower. Much appreciated. Hello, Shadow, and thank you. Hello, Zab Zab, and thank you. Hello, Steve. Yeah, we'll be going over towers. We're going to be still doing that long stream. As I mentioned earlier, I am going to be going somewhere this weekend, so Thursday or Wednesday night stream might be our last stream, actually. I'll still probably cover a Thursday video for the hero class. That's this Thursday. I actually forget what it is off the top of my head. But other than that, we'll just be mainly doing like a really big stream on Thursday. I mean, not Thursday, my bad. On Tuesday, basically going over everything with towers and just going very, very deep into them. And just have a lot of fun with it. Of course, we'll be going over it on Monday too. We just won't be doing a lot of them on Monday. Well, we'll still be doing it on Monday night stream and everything. But, you know, we'll be mainly doing it on Tuesday there. Getting a lot of them done. So let's just go get a kill here. That's not what I meant to remove, but it does the same thing, and then it goes. And thank you, Steve. How come you never actually show the teams people ask you to help them with anymore? I do? I believe I do. Which ones haven't I not been doing? It's just many people have been asking lately, which is why we haven't been doing it as much. But if people were to ask, I could. There's some instances where I might be messing around with something and I still forget a few of them occasionally. But I believe I still do them. And if you have any that you want me to do, just let me know. Okay, we'll go drop that down. Get our hit just to explode it. Oh wait, what am I doing? I still don't even have damage yet. That might help. A little bit hard to do it without it. How come you never actually show the teams that people ask? Oh. Well, it's kind of hard to show a Delve team because I can't use a Delve to go show the Delve team. I could do it in PvP, but that wouldn't quite be the same. Because the only Delve we currently need to do is All-Seeing Eye. I mean, is Crypt with Pure Faction. And at this high of a level, at 500, it'd be impossible to win it with a Gluttony team. Gluttony would only work for about the first, I want to say 300 levels is about as far as you can get with Gluttony, which is still pretty far for the fact that it uses Ultra Rare and below for the entire team. But obviously it wouldn't be able to go all the way. I should have taken that blue first, because now we have nothing to move. But we'll go take a green, take a red, get a blue. Get all the mana's going. And I guess we'll get another Mang, why not? That's actually enough to kill it, or well, or maybe not. The Valraven better not get away. Gonna need that for later if we're gonna make Leaderboard. Actually, we might not even need that for Leaderboard, but still, you never know. And it's dead off a Hunter's Mark. Wait, how many more do we need, actually? Oops, that's not what I want. We need 67, I believe it was. Well, actually 68. So we would need to do a whole another 6, so we need to finish this set, and basically another set. Have you heard of YouTube premieres? I have. I haven't tried using any yet, obviously. Haven't really looked into it much either. I don't know what I'd really use it for the most part. This isn't really a channel where I would need something like that. And if I was to do something like that, it'd be more so a live stream. Unless I was planning on doing like a really, really big video or of some kind. And I believe you can socialize with people as you're doing it too. So, I don't know, maybe some kind of video where I would need to discuss things during the video. Or, you know, like where I go over something, but also need to discuss it with people. But that's also what you could just do with a live stream, so why would you need to? Well, I guess because you wouldn't need to do both simultaneously. So you could do the video beforehand, and then not have to be focused on something else, and then do that. I don't know. It just doesn't seem useful for too many things. Also, oh no. Speaking about not useful for too many things, I just think we just lost this battle. Of course, now we get untangled, because now we don't get any of the attack we just got, because it doesn't work while you're entangled. But we might still have enough to kill him. Just go keep poking him down. There we go. We won't even need it. We don't even need Mang. We could do it just with a gigantic amount of Goblin Rockets. We need to go get him to full mana. Go get our attack up so it's not 0 pretty much. Oops, we're frozen. They'll grab that over. Everything else we'll keep as is. Throw a Mang at you so we actually have attack value. And just go for a free hit. Should be able to cascade another one. Oh, I moved that other one down way too low. Okay, we'll just have to take a brown or a green then. But none of it really seems to be that available. We'll stick yellow. Take the red, brown to red. Get all the manas we need there. This one's behind it, so we could just cascade some of the mana. Could go for Mang too, just throw it on her. Might as well get a little bit higher attack in case we can actually use it. Get that exploded and hope for a red. Good enough. And that Hunter's Mark will allow us to kill even though he has reduction. And down goes Hero. But we can just take the extra turn from there, get double Goblin Rocket, get a Skull, and we'll almost kill it. We'll need a few more hits in after. Oh, we got our summon too. Do we go for it? I guess so, why not? Let's get a summon in there. Oh, but that gets rid of our Skull, but we can just get our red. So it still is fine. Take our green, double Goblin Rocket. Take that one down for now. Take the free Skull. And 2 hits will do it. There's 1, and there's 2. Oh, didn't even need to take anything else. We still had 1 whole Skull for 40 damage there. Last time you tuned in, it was 10k subs. Always celebrating. I know. Well, we had a lot to celebrate recently. We also have something else to celebrate very, very soon. It is the 4-year anniversary of Gems of War in like 2 weeks. I don't know the official date that they really consider the 4-year anniversary, or even the anniversary of the game in general, because there's a couple different dates that technically are the anniversary, so I don't know what official one they're really running with these days. But it's mid-November, like mid to late November, and I believe we're getting the pet for it in 2 weeks, or is it even next week? Oh, but no, it's like right around the corner. It might actually be next week, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's almost the 4-year anniversary of this game. It doesn't feel that old. That is how long we've actually been playing this game as well, because I started pretty much right when it started. Like maybe like a few days or a week after, because I didn't notice it immediately. You faced a Glory Gnome in PvP, and it gave 500 glory. Yeah, it can give a lot of glory on victory. I believe 1,000 is also a drop. 200, 500,000. And Vault Key are the drops. Okay, let's go get that down. That'll be enough to one-shot everything. And do exactly that. Go hit us down. He'll go drain us. He'll take a billion skulls. We'll take that one for now, just so he doesn't have a skull follow-up. And now we can just easily kill it with some pokes. That hits basically nothing of relevance. Now we can just kill it with Goblin Rockets if we had to, if it dies, which it might. Don't want to deliberately give it to him, though. Let's take that for now. See if he'll bait out something. I want him to take that blue to the left so we actually get a skull. Good chance he won't be that dumb. Oh, you never know. The AI has done worse. Oh, it almost did it. It was thinking about it, but didn't quite commit. Okay, we'll go and just double drop that and get our skull then. Apparently we got one off the top as well. Will there be a Possessed King team video soon? Yes. Actually, I'm probably doing that tonight. That and the team, or the video going over the new hero class. And by going over the new hero class, I mean going over the new weapon. Because that's like the only really relevant part of the new hero class. Which seems weird, because normally it's a different aspect that's actually the most relevant. But nope, this time it is the weapon itself. But yeah, no worries, we'll be going over it. He's still around for a while. He's around all the way till the end of next Thursday. So you still have time. Friday reset is when he's out of the drop table. And even then you'll still be able to get him, it's just a lot harder. You'd have to either craft him with diamonds, or you'd have to randomly find him in a chest. With all the other mythics in there. Okay, what do we take here? I guess we'll just go grab the yellow. Will that kill it? How much damage? Oh yeah, duh, it's based on whatever their value is. No, it won't be enough. But we'll go get that just so we do have enough to go and kill them. You know what? I should have done that on first slot because I don't believe we have enough. That is bad. Let's just do that on purple. Take a little bit of mana. He's gonna summon too. Why didn't I go for the summoner? He's the most threatening thing and I didn't bother. At least he doesn't do too much damage. His first slot's useless. There we go. Okay, we did have enough damage for it. I'll throw a Mang at her just in case Hero dies. Worst comes to worst, we can just one-shot it with the skulls. Off the other ones. Can we cascade that? Yeah. We do that, move that over, dead. Up, 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 up. That's a free turn too. There we go. Okay. So that's not enough damage. We'll just take a yellow and now we'll kill it off of pretty much anything. Right? We can take that into a skull. We just do that and then boom. Got anything to replace the extra 2 gluttony since you only have 1 of them? Let's see. Well, Mountain Crusher, gluttony. I'm just trying to think of greens and blues that fit into gluttony. There's a lot of troops that do fit into gluttony. It's just normally they're not those 2 colors. I guess Lady or Nerial and something else if you have. Lady or Nerial will give you all the mana you need for gluttony. It gives green and blue. Isn't there another troop like Lady or Nerial? Vinoxia. I don't know if you have it. Lady or Nerial plus Vinoxia. So you could go like, but that might be too much the same color. But you could go something like Gluttony, Vinoxia, Lady or Nerial, Mountain Crusher or something. And then just keep spamming the Devours until you eventually get Devours. The only real big liability with that, though, is if they start taking too many skulls before you actually get any Devours, and then he dies. But then you would have Vinoxia as a backup for high attack. And I guess technically bringing Summoner could be nice, too, if you really had to. So instead of, like, Vinoxia, you could go and just use Lady or Nerial and then just have a Summoner as a backup so that you have something to keep your team replenished. Too bad there's not anything that summons Gluttony. That would be a really nice summon if they were to ever actually add something that had a Gluttony summon on it. So we still need, what, 2 more battles? Or was it 3? Yeah, we need 3 more. And then we'll just camp 68 and I'll just do the rest later. Oh, that's exactly how many battles we have left, though we'll probably find another Valraven, most likely. There's the Valraven. That didn't take long. Will you be using the new Thief class in your Guild War Defend Goblin team? No. It's actually weaker than using a Siren, because the AI has no clue what to do. Also because I believe it's stronger even if the AI knew what to do. But regardless, the AI will not use it correctly. The only time I'm actually going to be using this hero class, I'm actually done with it after today. The only time I'm going to be using this hero class is when the new Goblin Mythic comes out. But the new Goblin Mythic isn't coming for a while. It's about 2 months away. It's coming as the very first Mythic of the new year. I believe on the very first Friday of the new year, actually. But that's still a while away at this point. That's still technically right around the corner. It'll be here before we know it. We'll go for another Mank. He better not get Devour. Good. He has such a low chance, but it only takes that one chance to occur to really be frustrating. There's not much you could really do. Let's go for that for now. Grab our yellows that we need. Take a red. Kind of want a skull or something. But we can't, so let's grab purple. And all of this looks horrible. And then he's gonna just do his convert thing too. Could be even worse. At least he didn't get Devour off of it. I actually want to remove brown, I think. Just because it clears so much board. That or purple. Let's actually do purple. Do that. That gives us Goblin Rocket. There has to be something we could use Goblin Rocket for and all that mess. There has to be an extra turn somewhere. Doesn't seem like it is, though. Let's go for a basic move, like moving that down. Get our skull hit there. Take skull, dead. Thank you, David. Much appreciated. Yeah, okay, so there's our 2 extra battles. And now we just have to take these 2, and now it'll be leaderboard. And then we get a free orb. And 75 gems back. It's not a lot, but better than getting none of it back. And we did that just with the tier 5 too. I'm actually really surprised the leaderboard didn't shift up a little bit higher. Kind of assumed more people would go for tier 6, but luckily they didn't, so we can just do it with tier 5. Because with how good the weapon was, I kind of assumed some people may have went for it, or, you know, more than normal. We'll go for another Mang. I guess we'll just do it down the line. Make it a bit easier. Get our explosion right there. Get the green we need. That's all the green we need, actually. So let's get rid of purple. That then gives us Mang. And I guess we just keep slowly throwing down skulls. The only big issue here is I need to double skull him. And there's probably no way to do that. Yep, he'll just... Oh, he didn't drain the right one. Nice. Okay, so the AI did not hit the right one. That makes this a lot easier. Because our Mang would have been blocking it otherwise for a while. But now it's not. Okay. What to move? We have red or brown. Oh, no, red. would be the best one because it gives us our hit right over there. And then we just Goblin Rocket into the other one. Oh wait, never mind. We cannot Goblin Rocket into the other one because we can't 2-drop that. We can only do it when it's all the way at the bottom or top. So I guess I throw nothing and just wait. And now we can kill it. Just do that right there. And didn't even need to take it myself. It just automatically goes for it. So we still had an extra turn even if it didn't bother doing that. And that is it then, right? One more? Actually, technically we're exactly on leaderboard, but obviously we don't want to stay at 100. That would not be good. But yeah, we did make it to 100. And let's do one more, and that will make us on leaderboard. This constructive criticism, I hope you pull the old stream ways back for your old fans. Been for 3 years. Be nice to have the old vintage Tacet back. Wait, what? You pull the old stream ways. What, the old stream format? I am thinking of doing a new stream format. One more like this, but or you know, like a combination of both, basically what I had before and this. Like this is like a little bit too simplistic, but the other one is just, I don't know. I eventually want to like replace it with something else. Yeah, we'll go back to using the other one some. It just takes longer to set up with how it is. I need to really reorganize it just so it doesn't take so much to set up, so much time to set up whenever I start streaming it. Because this format that I'm currently using, one of the main reasons I use it is it takes about 15 seconds to set up, assuming the program isn't lagging. Whereas the other one could take like 10 to 15. Okay, we'll go and... I'm actually going to try setting up reds here. Because I just want to go get that mana. And we'll skull him. Gotta take every skull because he has Entangle, which we definitely do not want to get hit with. So that's bad. I do not want a barrier on that. That's... Well, actually, you know what? That's not too bad now. So we didn't get the kill. I wish he didn't have that barrier, though, because he gets to survive that now. But we can't do anything about that. Try for a skull there. As long as he doesn't hit us twice, we'll be fine. And just need to find a way to get 2 skulls now. Problem is, there is no way to do that, so we'll stick around for now. He did not take any of that red. We are frozen on that now as well. So I can't actually even go for that red if I wanted to. Our best bet at this point would just be to drop it down by 2, right? Yeah, 1, 2. Get our skull, go from there. And I guess we'll do it this way so we have a yellow chance. Didn't get it though. So that we won't bother with because he's frozen. So we wouldn't actually be able to get that extra turn. We'll stick a red to red. It's still there. Oh, now it isn't. Oh, no, it's still there. Okay, now he's unfrozen, so we can go for it again. Do that for kill. Hopefully he doesn't get barrier. He does. So I'm going to have to waste that just to get rid of it. And all that I don't really need to deal with. I guess I could double drop the other one. Do that right there and take it over. And I always have to deal with that with like a removal somewhere. And it'll be fine. We'll take all browns, grab a green over, purple, billion hunter's mark. Oops, I should have taken the blue. And should be dead. Do it off of purple. And that's not where I wanted to go do it, but that works. Thank you, Dylan. Let's see, what else I missed? You think the next Mythic will be meta forever? Oh yeah, what is the next Mythic? I didn't actually bother checking it. I know the one after next Mythic is Devour. And I don't think that one's going to be too good, but it will be good in Goblin teams. Didn't bother seeing what the next Mythic is, though. Let's see. Next Mythic is... Where'd it go? I should probably just control find Mythic. That'd make this a lot easier. Next Mythic is December 7th. It is a green, red, yellow. Deal magic +1 damage to all enemies boosted by red, gems, and burning enemies. If there is a firestorm, deal double damage. It has no extra turn, so World Breaker might be better than it already. But that is a lot of damage. Its unique trait is 50% chance to burn a random enemy at the start of its turn. So you wouldn't really loop spam with it. It seems like one that you would use against freeze. Like a red converting anti-freeze team, kind of. That wouldn't care if it was frozen. Or something like that. I'm not sure. But that can be potentially a lot of damage. It's 1 boost ratio per red and per burning enemy. So if all 4 of the enemies were burning, and there was 11 red on the board, that'd be 15 additional damage onto its base value. That's about, let's just say, 25. And then that's 40. So that would be 80 damage full AoE to the entire team. Problem with that, though, is it ends its turn. So at that point, you could just be using Guard's Avatar into armor buff. You could just be using Rowain into armor buff. You could be using Double Ketris. There's a lot of stuff you could be using instead, and I feel like Ward Breaker is actually still superior to it. It's not as much initial damage, but you get so much mana accumulation and board clear that it will overall do more damage, because this one will have a 100% chance of ending its turn. But no, I don't think that's going to be anything too over the top. It's, I don't know. I don't really see a single instance where I'd bother using that, unless it was like a really, really good red spam team. Well, I guess there technically are, Alchemist Moneylender and stuff like that. But, you would need at minimum 2 casts to win with it, is the biggest issue. You also need a separate troop for Firestorm. Of course, there's plenty of things that do that, like Infernus or something. But it is required to have Firestorm to make her good, because she doesn't Firestorm herself. And she needs it to do double damage, and without double damage, it's not enough. Also, anything that ever has a storm per turn is going to counter her really hard as well. Anyways, that's that. We still have a few more battles, but we'll do those later. Anyways, let's go do dungeons real quick, and then go do delves, because we still need to go and try getting, what's his name completed. We still need to go try getting, Crypt completed. We're getting there. We're almost there. It's only a matter of time. Now, of course, we've been using Key like crazy. It's a very, very fun team. It's one of them that I'm still probably going to be using even after the week as well. Like, the hero class I won't be, but this particular team... I don't know, it's probably one of my favorite PvP teams now. It could just basically combine the gold team into a solid PvP team, and boom, there you go. Everything you need now. Alright, one more hit will take him out. Probably just be easier to get a key. That'd be funny if he actually still somehow gets a kill. Oh, what else we have? Move around. Move that, get out of the brown. Gives it to us for free, and dead. Yeah, the last year has brought a lot of content. Mainly sigil-related stuff, but still a lot of content. We didn't even have raids or invasions before this year and stuff like that, too. A lot of weird various things came in. We ended up getting pets. We ended actually... that would be an interesting video for the end of this year, compared to, like, any other year, because they really did add a lot. Let's see. Delves, pets, weapon upgrades, hero classes, raids and invasions, orbs. Oh wow, your orbs even came in this year. I didn't even think about that either. The whole concept of orbs is even just, it's not even a year old yet. Yeah, we got a lot of things this year. And hopefully we finally get that PvP rework. They were originally going to say it was going to be at the end of this year, but I believe they're doing it early next year now. Something we've been needing for a while. They still haven't gotten around to it, but they will eventually. Okay, I'll take the purple over. Grab a good brown area, convert somewhere. It's probably just do it on yellow. And that should be enough mana. Somewhere, so I guess we'll have to take it again. And one more key will kill it. It's actually a little bit slow to do against these. That's because it wins the same rate against that as it does in PvP. Anyways, of course, it's a diamond day, so throw your 50 gems. It's really good to throw it every single time. Even if you're a newer player, you should always throw 50 gems to try to get the this pack. It's 1 Celestial, 500 souls, 80 diamonds, 2 gem keys, 400 shards. It's really, really solid value. The 2 gem keys is already basically 20 gems, so for 30 gems you're getting 80 diamonds, which is already excessively worth it. Even just paying 50 gems for 80 diamonds is worth it in many situations. And then you get everything else, including the Celestial, which in early game isn't necessarily too easy to get. So of course these days we have like a billion. But anyways, time to go do crypts. Can we please get this done already? What do we have? Nope, we're gonna fail. Cockatrice will completely troll us. Actually, everything on that team looks awful. We'll still give it a shot. Can you touch on tomorrow's Dooms, please? Sure, the basic strategy of how to do Dooms is go and have one person in your guild, or multiple people, doesn't really matter, but have some designated people, like right when who's going to be around, like right when the event switches over, to go and do a bunch of battles, like 10, 20, 30 of them, and have them constantly report back what room is the correct room to move forward, and then just have everyone else in your guild take the corresponding room that allows you to move forward, and basically just keep doing that. Every single room within your guild, it's not the same across every single guild, but every single guild is the same. So every single person in your guild has the exact same layout. So basically, whatever room has a scroll that you move on with is the one that every single person in your guild has. So if you do the very first room, or if you go do like the very first floor and you find a scroll in tier battle of 3, then you just tell everyone else in your guild that that one is the one to move on, and you just keep doing that for every single room, so on and so forth, until you reach the end. Oh, there is no end, but you know, it keeps going up. But you just keep doing that until you run out of sigils, I should say. And unlike Delves, you do get to use a new team every single time, so you don't need to worry about deaths. But the other thing to keep in mind is every single room uses a sigil. So unlike Delves, where you get to do like a whole dungeon or a whole floor, in Tower, every single battle you do counts as a sigil. Ooh, this might be the one. Gotta use that birthday luck. Actually, we don't have birthday luck. We got a green orb. But you never know. We might be able to get enough instant kills to actually win this for once. If we can get to final battle with all of this alive, I think we'll have a chance now that we have more stats. We've done it before, but we had lower stats in it. You could just get trolled sometimes, especially with the guy that just one-shots you with true damage. But this might be the one. You never know. The only problem is each attempt takes so long to do. Too bad you just don't have to do like the last room and that's it. Like once you get to that point, it's like, just let me repeat the last room and then we can get that one done. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna throw it on this other guy, because we can just throw skulls to kill the first slot. At this point, would probably be easier. So all we have to do is take 3 skulls. I guess we'll poke it maybe one more time and try giving it one shot. Ooh, that's a lot of blue. Okay, we'll take that down. There's one of our skulls. There's 2 of our skulls. Ooh, we can take a red too. I don't think I'm gonna do that because there's a good chance he might not go for it. Oh, he doesn't. Perfect. There we go. And now we have 2 instant kill chances. And of course they're both gonna fail, but at least we had 2 chances. Move that, move that, move that. And worst comes to worst, we can just skull kill it. I really wish we got a better middle battle. We might be able to bring all 4 into middle battle, but the middle battle is so annoying this time around. Every single thing is bad. I don't even know which one I want to target first, because they're all really annoying. 2 of them loop infinite damage very quickly, and the other one is gonna keep draining us and entangling us. So I'd probably go for Cockatrice first, I believe is gonna be the strategy on the next battle. And then worry about the 2 worms. And then just hope Droxzoom doesn't randomly, or whatever his name is, the worm doesn't randomly 5% devour us. Oh, sorry, what was Vincent's question? Yeah, sorry, if I missed anything in chat, feel free to leave it again. Is your clan still 2 spaces from full? No, we still have 2 spaces left, so if anyone's interested in joining the guild, we do still have 2 spaces left. Requirements are mainly just 1 million gold and participation in all guild-related events, so we can go get every reward. It's pretty much the only requirements. It is a little high, though, 1 million gold and stuff, but most late game players can do that. There's a lot of gold in the game these days. or a lot of methods to obtain it. Okay. None of that's a free turn, so we're just gonna take this down. I just want to see which way we take it. I guess we'll do that way. Ooh, that is an extra turn. Nice. So Cockatrice is first target. Please kill. Oh, this might be the one. Oh, that'd be great if we get it on our birthday. Because then we never need to deal with delves ever again. Well, I shouldn't say that. We'll need to start dealing with it again once the new one comes out. But other than that, we'll be good to go. I should probably camp one of them on level 20 to start farming treasure. The only problem with that is I would deliberately need to not buy the weapon for the next faction, which I don't know if I would want to do that, because then I can't show the weapon for the faction. Also, that'd be kind of boring to not do a faction when it comes out. But yeah, I probably would never do that. But it's a little bit annoying that we can't camp one at level 20. You would think after you've completed a faction, it will allow you to go back to get the easier treasure. That, or at least they would scale it so it would actually be worth doing it at the higher level. Because there's no point in trying to do a level 500 delve once you have all faction renown completed. Wow, so far so good. Please, just one more skull somehow. We're so close. You know what? I might just overkill it with oh no, don't kill it! No! No! My last slots. Okay, well, what's the game plan here? Hope for a really nice kill. Nope. Okay, Worm, please don't kill the other guy. We need to keep 3 of them if we can, ideally. So Droxzoom's gonna hit us. Why do I keep calling him Droxzoom? Krog the Dread is gonna hit us really hard. And not really worth stopping him. Let's take a blue for now, start getting another hit. Here's his full mana. Do I waste an entire hit to make sure he doesn't hit us? I actually think the answer is yes. We'll go for that. And now we need a lot of blue and red. And technically brown because I need to deny his color. So I need to make sure whatever I take doesn't necessarily give him that color. If we can. We'll take that, get the browns removed. Another extra turn just so we keep getting his attack. Oh, we can take a brown to blue. We can Skull Distract once as well. Or actually, maybe even twice. Yeah, twice. So we can still let him have 2 skulls. I need that blue, but it gives him brown, so we don't want to do that. I guess we'll just take the brown then. Oh, he still finds a way to get mana. Oh, and he finds a way to get full mana. And he's gonna die. At least it's still within 1-shot range. Or, you know, out of 1-shot range. I mean, it's not dead yet. I mean... Long story short. So, let's get a hit on you. Please instant kill. Okay, that's a little unfortunate that it didn't. Because that means we lose. Unless we get really lucky like that several times in a row. Take the red over. Not enough mana to do anything. He's gonna kill last slot, and we cannot stop it. Yep, there's no way we're gonna get around that. Come on, double skull. Nope, that is the exact opposite of that. Well, I guess we'll take the skull. Worst comes to worst, we might be able to actually get enough damage to kill it just with skulls. Then we're gonna need super luck on the final battle. Come on, instant kill or we lose. Okay, we lose. But then again, it gives us a bunch of blue. Maybe we can work with that. If we can bring 2 of them into final battle, it is technically possible. Actually, even just with 1, it would be technically possible. You just need to get super lucky and instant kill every cast. Which apparently is what we're going to have to do, because that's where we're currently going to be. If we can even get past it. None of it I need at the moment. I guess we'll take the purple. Because that sets up a red. The only problem is, doesn't that set up a skull for him as well? Which I'd rather not do. So let's deny his brown, do that. He denies our red immediately though. I'll take that red, try for skull, didn't get it. Go and take a... Oh, blue. Okay. Hey, it's actually telling me to do the right move. Okay, so we lose 1 troop at minimum. So we'll do this. Hope it instant kills. And nope. And we have 1 left. There we go. We still have a chance. Not really. But we need to get all of our mana before he takes a single blue or before he takes a single skull and then instant kill that, and we already lost. There it goes. That was worth a shot. That one started really nice. Problem is the middle battle was way too hard. I think we should just skip whenever we see harder battles in the middle. It's just not worth it. Yeah, that would be considered one of them. Anything that has 3 or more damage sources is not worth it. There's just too many things you have to prioritize to kill. Especially when they're loopable options. So I think we are just going to do that just to not waste time. Yep, that's another one. 4 damage sources. And one of them instant kills us every time, Shadow Hunter. So, nope. That is not happening. So yeah, we'll just go and repick these then. And try it another day. There's several battles in the middle that we can do it for, but those are definitely not them. Yeah, we got a crown. That's not what I want, though. I only need 1 more copy, and we can finally never need shards again. Well, maybe not never, but, you know, we won't need it for a while. I just need 1 more copy of the rare. And that would also bring Sword's Edge to 12 star, if I'm not mistaken. Once we get that. Let's see. Is my phone compatible to be seen on the phone? It should be. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Pretty sure like a third of my guild is on phone. So people going for leaderboard should be the scroll hunters. No, people for leaderboard should be... Well, actually, I don't know exactly how the leaderboard's going to go down. Because I don't know for sure if you can find a Doom in a non-final battle. For whatever reason, I think you can, because their Doom amounts weren't the same as their floor amounts. So you might be able to just find one randomly. So I guess, yeah, technically, if you were going for leaderboard, I believe the best way to do it would be to do every single room and deliberately make sure to... Yeah, you just do every single room. So you'd go to Battle 20, do every room, then do Final Room, and just keep doing that. You'd want to go as little upwards as possible if you were trying to do that. It's going to take a lot longer, but the reason why this would be viable is you'd get a lot more scrolls to upgrade your stuff, which also goes guild-wide, and it will also allow you to get additional sigils, because you can get those and stuff from it. There's literally a drop that just gives you like 1 extra sigil and stuff. There's like dozens of scrolls. I don't know what even all of them do. I think there's like 20 of them or so. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting scrolls you can end up getting. But anyways, yeah, I guess doing every single room might be the strategy for that. It really just depends how do you get Doom kills, because I believe Doom kills is the only thing that matters. It doesn't matter how far you go into tower. I believe only Doom kills specifically is what matters. But you might still be able to rack up more Doom kills just by going straight for the final room every time. You do the 1 room that you just required, take the final room, and then keep moving forward that way. Might still be, but we won't really know until it comes out for sure, 100% which way it is. Hello, Ice. Kind of new player. Should you open your vault keys right now at the same time when it's more likely to get a Cedric? Really want to get him. Technically, the best time to do it would be during the Vault event. Next Friday is the Vault event. From next Friday till next Sunday, or, you know, next weekend, basically, will be a Vault event. And this will slightly increase the chance of getting Vault keys out of Vault keys. The chance of getting Cedric is still the exact same, but the drop rate of Vault keys is just ever so slightly better, since you can sometimes get the Vault key in it. You can always sometimes get a Vault key in it, but the chance of it's just ever so slightly higher during Vault event. But yeah, you could either open it now or wait till next Friday. Though, given how close next Friday already is, you might as well just wait till that. Let's see. Did I say our birthday? I don't think I said our birthday. You said tomorrow night is Salty's birthday stream? Wait, is Salty's birthday, like, right on top of mine? That's funny. Yeah, 2 birthday streams in a row. That is going to be kind of funny. Let's see. What team do you recommend for early delves? It depends what delve you're in. Generally, you run Devour spam and Barrier spam if you're running early delves. And having disables like Cockatrice are also pretty nice with the Entangle and Mana Drain. But again, it just depends what delve you're referring to. And always having a weapon like Mountain Crusher or Mang or Dragon's Eye is always pretty nice as well. They're always really solid in delves. Would you recommend crafting Arachnine Weaver or Scorpius? Definitely Weaver. Weaver is way more useful than Scorpius, mainly because it's very accessible in delves. They also buffed Weaver this patch. They didn't specifically buff Weaver itself, but they made it so Web Spinner now does 3 times skull damage on webbed as well as poisoned. And the only thing that this affects really in the entire game is more so Weaver, because when Weaver casts its ability and gets a kill, there's a 75% chance it summons a Web Spinner, but it also has a 100% chance that it webs all enemies. So that now allows the summoned Web Spinner to do triple damage, whereas before you would have to wait all the way until you got a cast off of it to go and poison them. But now you could just do it off of the Weaver's web that it's already placing. So Weaver did get quite a bit stronger this patch, even though none of the things mentioned a specific buff to it, but because of how they reworked Web Spinner, the rework was specifically geared to make Arachnine Weaver stronger. Which I don't know why, because Weaver's already insanely good, but it does make sense from a synergy perspective. It also would make sense that a troop called Web Spinner would actually hit extra damage on webbed enemies. Anyways, what was the other thing we need to go? This pet's already maxed, so we don't need to do that. We finished those, finished that. I guess we'll throw another class event battle or two. We don't need to do those regardless. Yeah, I believe that's all the objectives for the week then. We only do one more, because I might be doing that video tonight. I want to make sure we keep one battle left just in case. But then again, pretty much everyone would already be done with the event. I still want to go over the weapon in the hero class itself. Okay, what to move? I'll take the yellow over. Grab the other yellow. Take that red there. I'm not even going to worry about the skulls because I want to try getting Mang. Oh no, I threw so many Goblin Rockets that they're all already so damaged. We'll throw it at him so we have enough to kill it, and then we'll probably throw it at the higher one so we have enough to kill it again. Alright, there goes something very annoying, but we should be able to kill that with a Cascade. That's enough damage, right? Yeah. We'll do that. Get another Mang down. And that should be enough to kill. All we have to do now is just get a nice Goblin Rocket in there, try getting its mana. It does not stop me, but it's just going to drain me, so I guess it does stop me. Oh good, it went for damage first. That doesn't do anything important. Makes it a lot easier. Except we don't have it, do we? I guess you could try one off the sky, but it's probably not worth it. We'll just take a, I'll take a yellow for now. Start getting the other Goblin Rocket up. But now he's blocked. Oh no, you know what? I should have waited, because we could have taken that. Now he's blocked by it. The other Goblin. Okay, that we'll leave there. I need to try taking something there, though. Okay, that'll work. We'll take the yellow. Still need one more mana take before I go and use it, but we'll take Skull for now. Get our hits. He does indeed drain. Can you please stop draining the really important one we actually need to cast? It's the second time now. And we're almost stuck giving him something. Oh, no, we don't. Okay. So we'll take that over. Take one more red or a yellow in a way that doesn't give him something. And that's match. I guess we just like double Goblin Rocket. So we'll go to that over there. Get a double drop on it so it goes right into the thing and dead. How am I doing today? Pretty good. Went as a pretty well birthday so far. There we go, rank 90. And we still have one battle left for when we want to go take it later. And apparently a lot of people did the same because we're going to go up like 26 ratings once we do that. That's that. Okay. So let's just go and I guess use the PvP weapon real quick. Possessed King. Let's go fight him. Let's go do Possessed King versus Possessed King. He actually even threw the Megavore in there too. Interesting. How different is that compared to what we normally use? It doesn't have Skull Spam though. Interesting. I don't know, I think you'd kind of want to have the Skull Spam for it if you're going to run a Raph in it. Also, hello, Bradley. Welcome. Yeah, having a Discord would definitely make it easier. But you can also just keep 2 chat lines going. And separate it with that. With 2 chat lines, you'd definitely be able to go and do all the chat you would need for it. Also, that's what that team's supposed to do. I really hope when I record the video later, we can get exactly that. It's probably not going to happen, but that needs to happen. Like, that's this team in a nutshell, when it feels like working correctly. Is it just keeps cascading a billion times until you auto-win. That's the whole reason you would even use this team, is just to see that, because it's really funny. I wouldn't really say this is a good team, but it's a really fun team to use. Okay, what else do we need? Move that over. Take the brown. I guess we'll go for the entangle, and that should get things rolling. Kind of. Good enough. Almost. Luckily, he has 0 attack because of entangle. And we have no follow-up. Good job. Just gonna take that. Wait till we can get some skulls again. Keep taking our mana in the meantime. He just dies to random burn because his stats are so low. Yeah, I can't even hit him because we're not getting any alignment anywheres. And still not getting it. I'm still not used to his convert either. I find his convert to be a little weird for whatever reason. Even though it's not really any different than most of the other converters. What's new in Gems of War for this week? Oh, good, nice. And epic ingot. But, as far as this week, the only thing that's really relevant that's going to be happening is we're getting a new event. We're getting the first ever Tower of Doom event. That's going to be bringing in the Blue Doom and the Blue Doom weapon. The troop is kind of average, nothing really too special. Oh, what am I doing? I could have been using pistol. So why am I hitting the thing that's going to explode? Or should be hitting his last slot. Alright, we don't have to deal with this Battle Crasher. We also get to see, starting next week, if Battle Crashers are a weekly thing, or if they're just going to be doing this seasonally. Like, obviously this one was for Halloween, and maybe the next one will be for Thanksgiving or something. But I don't know if they do those every week, but we'll find out next week, because there's nothing happening next week. So if they're doing one next week, then they're probably doing one every week for something. Like this week it was for some extra souls. Next week it might be, who knows, a little bit extra gold or something. And obviously it would be a different troop. For a new player that has gotten a major blue orb, save or use? Probably save. I can't really think of a single thing you'd want to use a major blue orb for. Or, well, actually, there's a lot of stuff you'd want to use. But the problem is, it is so valuable that I don't know if you'd really ever want to use it. Like, not a single thing really comes to mind as to what you would really put it into. Mainly because most of the things that you would need to put it into, you'd want to have, like, 6 of them. And as a newer player, that'd be way too hard. Actually, I don't even know if I have 6 major blue orbs. I think we're still sitting on 5, actually. Yeah, we're still sitting on 5, so that's not really to be expected for a newer player. But, because I was going to say, if you had 6, one of the more convenient things that you could do with that is use 1 on each of the 6 guild-related troops, honor, humility, so on and so forth, and then your guild chest will no longer drop them. And that would make it so you'd get a lot more value out of guild keys forever once all those are maxed. But it would only matter if you could do all 6 of them. So using it on just 1 would be kind of pointless. But yeah, there's no really over-the-top rares or commons that you'd want to use it on. So I don't know, I would just kind of save it. The best value of a blue orb currently is just to save it for power orbs and eventually get a Zugoff out of it. That's like a really long-term goal. It takes like, that's not what I wanted to click on. It's a really long-term goal because getting a Zugoff takes like 1 to 2 years of playing the game. But that's basically the biggest value thing that you'd want to go and try getting with 8 power orbs. And you need blue orbs for power orbs. It's the main thing that's actually preventing you most of the time from getting power orbs. Will be the blue orb essentially every single time. Let's see. Well, you'd eventually want to save it for Zugov, is why you'd want to save it. Also, you never know when new content might come in that might require having them available. The smaller blue orbs you can definitely use. Smaller blue orbs you use for anything currently ascended to legendary, even if it's not a base legendary, to get it to mythic. And that can be absolutely anything. Maybe a troop that you're using a lot, maybe you're using it for a kingdom upgrade, or whatever reason. The smaller blues are really good value to use. It's just the bigger blues, they're so hard to get that you'd pretty much only want to use them on power orbs, and that's it, and never on anything else, due to how long it takes to eventually get a Zugov. And Zugov will be required for something eventually. They did mention they're going to add another Karkaroff Mythic, but still, even if they do that, it will be required to have one additional star level on Karkaroff at all times. Let's see. Yeah, does anyone else have any other questions? Otherwise, I'm probably going to be wrapping up for the night, so if you guys have any, just let me know and we'll make sure to go over it, or anything that I may have missed that you already asked. Without Possessed King, what do you recommend for the team you're using right now? Nothing. The whole team is based around Possessed King. You would just run a normal Doomskull spam team if you were going to not use him. And a normal Doomskull spam team is this, but without the Mythic. You would just use a... what would you use instead? I guess you would use your hero with either that one weapon, that brown-blue weapon, or you can go use it with... I cannot remember what I usually use here. Was it Mercy? No, it couldn't have been Mercy. I actually can't, for the life of me, remember what I normally used in the Skull Spam team. It had to have been something that creates skulls, right? Why can I not remember? It had to have included green and blue. Or at least blue, because you need Glaceon to feed blue into something. What's a blue Skull Spammer? Has to be something. There's the Nim one. I forget what her two converts are, though. I don't think I was specifically using that for it. Why can I not remember what I usually use there? What's Glaceon's counterpart? Doesn't Glaceon have a really good synergy troop that I'm not thinking of off the top of my head? There's something that double converts with Glaceon that feeds right back into it. But I forget which one it was off the top of my head. Mainly because I don't use it too often. But this is basically a team you would use without Possessed King. You would just go into Doomskull spam. Same general premise of the previous one. It's just you're using Doomskulls instead of Skull spam. Okay, that's aligned, so we just kill it over there. And that's pretty much a match. Move that over. Get the other hit. And dead? Almost. If he would stop summoning a billion times over, it might be dead. There we go. No, it wasn't King Bloodhammer. There was a different troop that specifically feeds back into Glaceon. That's a double convert. That uses blue. I'll figure it out. I know it exists. It wasn't Justice, though I guess technically you could use Justice. Do you think they will ever add another Mystic Divine troop? Yes, they'll add another Mythic. They'll definitely add another Mythic Divine. Of course, they're pretty hesitant to because of how ridiculous they've been in the past. But, yeah, they'll still add them. Divines and Daemons will always be the two most populated Mythic types. So I think they're trying to add different ones now. But then again, isn't the next one Divine? Pretty sure the next one that's coming out is Divine. I think it's Strix Divine. Let me double check. We were just looking it up earlier. No, it's Elemental Strix. Interesting. Okay. And the other one's Goblin something. Oh no, the dreaded troop menu takes forever to load. I just want to look this up real quick because it's bothering me now that I don't know what it is. That one blue troop that feeds into oh yeah, let me go get a code. My bad. Let me go do that too. While it's loading and doing nothing right now. That'd be perfect time. Yeah, that's gonna bother me. Does anyone recall what that is though? Or am I just like thinking that a troop exists that doesn't exist? Could have sworn there was something for it though. That one troop that uses blue that skull spams right back into Glaceon properly. Oh, Apothecary. Duh. It wasn't skull spam. It was just apothecary for cleanse and defeat it back. I remember now. It was apothecary. It wasn't a skull spammer. It was just apothecary. How did I forget apothecary? That's like such a standard dwarf. It's actually one of the best ones. But yeah, it was apothecary. My bad. I have no clue how I forgot that. We've been using her basically all week as well. And it still has not loaded. But we have the redeem code. I can do that without it loading. It's not my connection, it's just the game not wanting to do it. It has to do with their servers. Anyways, there's the code. gemsofwar.com game code section. Okay. Well, maybe we just end it. Oh, there it goes, finally. Well, I already kind of answered my question. But since we're already in it, what's a blue skull spammer? Justice, but we already mentioned that. Yeah, I was pretty sure it was just apothecary. Because other than justice, nothing seems to have it properly. No, it was just justice. I mean, it was just apothecary, is what I was thinking of earlier. But anyways, guys, did anyone else have any other questions I may have missed? Also, make sure to use that redeem code. So, as a thief, does hero count as a goblin then? Yes. If you set your hero class to thief, it counts as a goblin. It tells you underneath this screen. You need to have it set to level 20, though. Or, you know, you need to have this to be level 20. Or level 10, I forget where it gets it. But that's really easy to do. It's only 4,100 souls. Once you get that up, it counts as a goblin, and also counts as Asian goblin. So yes, if you use on a goblin team, it will give you a bunch of bonuses, just like how any goblin would. So basically, the meta goblin team is Nobbin Brothers, Fizzbang, Grapplepot, and Hero using a weapon. Alternatively, you can also replace out Hero using weapon using Thief with Goblin King, because Goblin King is actually pretty viable now. Though, if you're doing it in Guild War context or under Defend context, you'd want to replace your last slot with Siren, because AI functions a lot better with it. Will Salty stream at 9:30 or 10:30? I actually don't know what time she'll be streaming. You would need to ask her, because I don't know how the hour shift will be affecting her stream. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Wait. Wouldn't that mean my stream would now occur at the same time as hers? Well, I can't really help that. I can't really change mine. Well, I guess I technically could some. But, I know we've always done it at that time. I didn't think about that. That's going to be weird. Well, we'll find out what happens when we stream later. Or when she streams later, I should say. Thank you, Zeddicus. Let's see. I only gotta wait a month. Let's see. Oh, sorry, Summit. What was your question? Any team to run with Black Manacles at low tier troops? Yeah, you could just run a Apothecary Black Manacle team. There's also a really cheap mech team you can build that used to be the strongest team in the game, but is still probably pretty viable for early to mid game. It's Deep Borer, Double Bombot, and Hero using Black Manacles using Mechanist class. Well, obviously you're using Hero, but Black Manacles into mech. You get half mana start on all 4 of them, and you basically just rush Deep Borer. You then get Double Bombot, you cast Double Bombot, that kills out the entire enemy team, and if that didn't kill out the entire enemy team, you throw Black Manacles a couple times, and kill it out that way. It's a really, really strong, quick team for running PvP. The only context you would run it in is PvP, though. But it's pretty good for it. It's probably what you would do if you were trying to level up mech, because you'd run that team all the way to level 100 mech. It's actually pretty solid still. The only reason you don't ever see me using it is just because it requires you to use mech. You have to be using it, otherwise the team doesn't work. It also needs to be fully traded, but you can use Orange Orb for that. You would just want to go get the first trait with your normal trait stones, and then use an small orange orb for the second and third trait. Would be a lot cheaper. That or just grind Explorer. Oh yeah, it's also good for Explorer. There's quicker teams for Explorer, but if you didn't have some of the quicker teams, yeah, you could use it for Explorer as well. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. Thank you all so much for coming down, and thank you again, Captain, for the donation. Greatly appreciated. We'll be back tomorrow to go over the new event, End Dooms. So we'll have that. We'll be streaming that tomorrow night, and we'll be doing a very large stream on it on Tuesday. We're basically just going to do Doom for a couple hours straight. I don't know exactly how long. It depends how many battles we have and how long it really takes to do Dooms. I'm not even fully certain. But we'll find out more about that later. But anyways, guys, see y'all later. Thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful week. And don't forget, the new Mythic, if you still want the Possessed King, is available until Friday. Until the Friday reset or the end of Thursday, either or. You'll still be able to get Possessed King from chests. So if you want to go open Glory Gem Guild or VIP chest still, to try to get one, he is still available. He's not excessively good, but we'll go over some teams with him tonight or tomorrow morning or sometime within the next day. We'll have a video on that out. Anyways, thank you everyone, and goodbye.